Live streaming is on.
Welcome to the Substitutes, and we're streaming the EFL Cup Final, Carabao Cup Final today, Chelsea versus Liverpool. We'll start with the lineup. For Chelsea, it's a 3-4-2-1 with Mendy in goal. Chalobah, Silva, and Rudiger at the back. Azpilicueta and Alonso as wingbacks. Kante and Kovacic in the middle, in the holding positions. Mount and Pulisic supporting Havertz up top. For Liverpool, they are playing with a 4-3-3. Diaz will start at the goalkeeper. Kelleher at the back. Robertson, Van Dijk, Matip, and Alexander-Arnold at the back. Keita, Fabinho, and Henderson in midfield. Thiago has had to pull out last minute with an injury. Diaz, Mane, and Salah up top. This is going to be the first time a German wins a competition managing. So, the game has begun. I'm excited about this one, even though I hate both sides. Liverpool moving up the field. Robertson with a throw-in. I mean, Chelsea have won their last 6 games in a row. Liverpool have won their last 9 games in a row. It's two really informed teams. It's going to be a really good final. I'm really looking forward to this one. Nice to see Wembley in full force. All right, Pulisic pays at the wide out to Alonso. Alexander-Arnold is covering. Passes it through to Rudiger. And joining us is MJ. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? What's up? How are you?
A final that you probably hate to watch, huh?
Especially in the current context, yes.
Yeah. Are you talking about football or are you talking about just generally politics?
Who knows? Both, everything, none of it, all of it. I mean, at this point, as a United fan, is there really anything to look forward to anymore?
No,
except for the next Harry Maguire reel.
I need to stop sending you those, but I need someone to share in my misery.
No, I get it. I'm okay with it because, like, I don't know. Every time I see it, I don't know. It's weird feelings.
You just kind of wonder how this guy is still playing, like starting.
Well, the one that kills me is the Roy Keane. Like, they need to get him. They need to get him because Roy Keane's like, a very reasonable analyst usually.
And what did he say?
Before signing him, that he's an excellent purchase, and United needs to get him. They need to do everything possible to sign this guy. He's 26 years old. He's an English center back. A lot of these kind of things, and he brings to United exactly what they lack.
Look, to be fair, he did, like, when he plays well, which is a lot of the time, like I would say for him, like maybe 40%. He's a quality defender. Went straight over your head. By the way, we do have a football game to commentate on, and we're talking about two sides that we hate so much. We will come back.
I was sorry. I was focused. I was focused on Klopp, like I effing Tuchel for some reason. That's all. My bad.
You're probably looking at it going, I don't know, something along the lines of "You're working for a Russian, you piece of shit."
Tavares.
This was an interesting one, yeah. Like Abramovich handed over Chelsea to a caretaker organization. What was it? He still owns it.
Yeah, like he still owns it, but he's given stewardship, like, which is a very, I don't know.
It's just
a very
weird.
British way of. dealing with it.
I mean, it's nice that they finally do it, but there's a lot of questionable things that he does anyway. So all I can say is about time. Oh, Salah running with the ball. Oh, he's so artful. I hate him and love him at the same time. Fabinho passes it down to the right.
What time are you at, by the way?
4 minutes, 42 seconds. We'll need you to commentate momentarily.
And has your video turned off, or is that just my connection that's turned it off?
My video's on. I think it's your connection.
Yo, very likely. Mo Salah, he is good. He is very, very good.
Where are you at?
I'm at 4. I just saw Mo
Oh,
Salah's backtracking. He's all the way past the halfway line.
Oh, what a save, by the way, by Kelleher. First chance to Chelsea.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a big save.
you gotta bury that. You gotta in a final. I feel. Who is it? It's Pulisic who messed it up, right?
Big start.
Easy chance miss.
And he's onside. He's like everything's there.
Everything's there, bro. But Cammy Kelleher is a fucking Irish god. So
Because he plays for Liverpool. He's an Irish god.
yeah.
A quick reminder why
Exactly. Omar gets it, bro. Omar is finally on board.
You
with the
look balder than
propaganda.
usual.
You
I don't know what it is.
finally used
You
the
have a nice
propaganda
shape
that
to
we've
your
been trying to
head
spread to
I
your.
really like it. I'm giving you a compliment. You look very handsome. There's a nice shine to your head today. Did you put some
Bro,
shine in there?
wait
Red
a
shirt?
second. Wait a second. I have a shirt change due for this game.
MJ, I think
Yeah,
you got
it's fair.
I'm
It's a
good, man.
final.
I think
It's the
you're
final,
good.
bro. It's the final.
I know. We don't even know what that's like.
I'm very Canadian. I got some red. I got some blue. I don't know whoever wins. I'm gonna be with them.
MJ is a sports whore right now. MJ is my favorite sports fan. It's
He stays loyal to United for some reason, but
Well,
the rest of the time it's a sports
nah,
whore.
bro. You confused. He doesn't give a fuck about United. At this
I
point,
beg to differ, man. I've had long conversations with him.
no, bro. He's fooling you, bro. He's fooling you. All he cares about is someone making him smile. Like something that he wished for coming real. Like Everton's gonna win 1-0 against City. Like that broke his heart, bro. Like he literally cried himself to bed last night. Even though he's not a Liverpool fan, even though he's not an Everton fan. He just needs something to go his way right now. Like, oh, Conte is going to do shit at Spurs. He wins a game, Matt is like, fuck my life.
Well,
Tell this guy he talks bullshit.
If we're talking like this, I found the news about Bielsa very interesting.
I found it very disgusting. I'm gonna be honest.
Marco in. Marco in.
Always.
I'm a massive Bielsa fan, bro. That's hard to take for me. That's very hard to take for me because I look at Leeds and I think like, what are you gonna do better with that squad? And what style of play are you going to influence or implement that actually gets you better results than what Bielsa was getting you? Like, he made that club worth watching again for the last like 4 years.
I disagree, man. I mean, when you have someone like Big Sam out there, you really need him at your club.
No, we're not talking about like likely United managers.
Oh, you wound me.
We're talking about Leeds, right?
You
We're
wound
not
me.
talking about Manchester United. We
He
know what
wounds
your
me, yet
level is.
he forgets the dark Hodgson years. Let me remind him of it. Huh?
We
This piece of
We know
fucking
what your level is these
Yeah.
days.
Let me remind you of the dark Hodgson years. Do you remember like the Andy Carrolls of the
Okay,
world?
you know
Oh,
what I
those-
love? You know what I love about this debate? Madge is not involved because he knows better. That's how I know you're a jackass.
I'm
and
not
I'm-
getting
Oh,
much.
I'm
Just
I'm
watching the
wondering
game.
when we're either gonna
Commenting on the
talk.
game.
I'm
Oh, I'm
wondering
sorry.
when
I'm
we're
not
either
one
going to
to
talk
back
about the
down from the
game
fight,
or
by the
what.
Bro, I'm not worried about this game. You
I
know
know.
like
Because when was the last time you actually
no
won
point
without
at
scoring a
no
World Cup?
point is any of Chelsea's front three worrying my back four. Like, I'm good.
You walked in. You walked
He
into
walked
an
in. He
almost
literally
goal where
opened the
your back
door. He
four went
walked
to
in, and
sleep.
he's like, "Fuck it, I'm living here. I'm living here. This is my tent." He pitched a tent right there. I love it. It's perfect.
Yes, Fabi! Go on, Sadio!
I have never wanted a Chelsea victory
Yes,
more than now.
Luis! Yes, lad. Nice, Sadio!
Where are you guys at?
I'm at 10:45.
Okay, MJ.
Same.
Wait. It's a Chelsea fan. I have to take this. Watch the shit come out of my mouth and go into this
It's
phone.
really these sides are in form, by the way. Chelsea won their last 6. Liverpool have won their last 9. So it's a good time for them to play each other.
It is. It's also important for both of them to pick up a trophy so that at least, the season immediately there's some pressure taken off that you won something, and it reinforces mentally for the squad coming into the next few months. We've won something.
I think more so for Liverpool than for Chelsea. Silva's down.
Well, Chelsea won the Club World Cup, right? So, like, technically, they've already
And
won
they're
something
Champions
again.
League winners. They're Champions League winners. So I think the onus is kind of more on Liverpool because they haven't won anything for just a year. Silva is injured. Looks like is that a heart problem?
The Chelsea fan I just spoke to said, like, your guys look fucking serious and ours look asleep. So I'm gonna
By the
stop
way,
watching.
Thiago Silva is down and he's holding his heart.
He's holding his hand, bro. He's holding his elbow.
No,
I don't
it's
know
his
where the
rib
fuck
cage under
your
his
heart is, Omar.
Is holding his ribcage under his armpit, mother. Like,
Is that where your heart is? Is it?
right
Is it
here,
sinking
right here,
right
and
Is that
here.
where
When
your
he's
heart
doing
is?
this and this, where is that? Like, do I need to give you an anatomy class now?
Is this your heart bone?
Oh, a proper football club.
Is this your heart bone? Is this your heart bone right here? Does your heart muscle tuckle
Gaurav,
when I do
Gaurav.
this?
Seriously, this is a live stream. There are potentially
No,
no
I
kids.
just want everyone to know where you think the heart is.
Well, are you sorry? Right here, right here, right here, right here. Is he going to be unbearable the entire stream? Because I don't know if, like, god damn, I hope. Can't wait for them to
No,
like.
I went for a fucking Dubai brunch where I came to this match. So you guys are in for a fucking ride. Even if Liverpool don't win, you're in for a fucking ride. So here we fucking go.
Thiago's injured for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. It's been a minute since we've had like a vintage Grav meltdown. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god! Fuck this! Fuck that! Like,
Yeah. That's not happening
It'd be nice
today.
to clip that
Hey,
up, wouldn't it?
MJ,
Have it
MJ,
immortalized on YouTube.
MJ. Not today.
mhm.
It's a final, bro.
MJ, it'd be nice to
I-
clip that
I-
up, no? Wouldn't it? Immortalized on YouTube. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
are
busy
such
watching
fucking pricks,
another
bro. You
It's
final.
like
guys
To be
are-
honest,
Like a clip of Cheryl watching Arsenal and having a meltdown in front of the TV.
Bro, if we took a clip of any Man United stream we've done in the last 2 years, you would be shitting your fucking mouth. So,
we don't
I'm
do
just
that
saying,
many live
like,
streams. We've only got the 5-0 one against Liverpool, so we're okay for that point.
that was a pretty good one, though, wasn't it? It was like,
Yeah, it was great. It was fantastic watching a team not know how to defend.
play against a team.
Through ball in.
Nothing, bro. Calm down. Mane is having a pretty decent game, but he's playing through the middle, which is a bit different for Sadio. But here goes Joel Matip, the dribbler. And that's checked away. Chelsea now on the counter attack. Havertz playing as a false nine who's drifting towards the left, and he's gotten through Trent Alexander-Arnold. Check back, shot in, blocked by Matip, and blocked by Matip on the follow-up again. Joel just isn't having it. Here goes Luis Diaz.
Stuff, by the way. This is
On the counter.
end-to-end stuff.
Bro, can we just talk about the fact that Luis Diaz is really impressive for someone who's just joined the Premier League? Like, pace of the game, strength of the tackles, none of that shit seems to be bothering him that much. He seems... Go on, Sadio! Oh, good challenge. Mane still got the ball, bro.
Yeah, that was a good run.
Fuck.
It was a good break. This is why it's end-to-end. Like, just the way that Chelsea had a couple of chances and then Liverpool broke down the field.
Dude, I would be fucking worried if Chaluba was in my midfield and I had fucking Mane and Salah running at him. I'd be fucking worried. And I think Chelsea are fucking worried.
Who in the midfield? Who in the midfield?
They have so I'll tell you what Chelsea's starting midfield is. And I'll tell you what
Kante,
Liverpool's.
Kovacic, Mount, Pulisic.
Pulisic is not playing in midfield, bro.
no, he was like,
he's an attacking mid.
So basically, they've got Mount and Pulisic playing as wide left, wide right. That was amazing from Havertz, no doubt. They've got Havertz playing as a false nine. Their midfield is Conte and Kovacic. Our midfield is a 3-man dedicated midfield with Fabinho, Keita, and Henderson. But then you have Diaz.
Well, then you just kind of just have it's 2 versus 3, but it's actually 3 versus 3 because you got Conte. So
yeah. How come you gave like a very news version of Chelsea's midfield, and then you gave the marketing version of Liverpool's?
I'll tell you why. Because Chelsea also normally either play a 2-man midfield or a 2.5-man midfield, whereby the attacking midfielder is always dropping in deep, like a Bobby Firmino or like a midfielder in a 4-2-3-1 would do. But today, they're playing almost like a 3-4-3. So they don't have that guy dropping in midfield, which normally a Mason Mount or back in the day, like a Eden Hazard would do. Now they're more purely a 3-4-3. which they never were. That was my classification.
And okay, and your point, it's almost what? That it's tactics?
Yeah, it is 110%, because what you're trying to do is you're basically trying to make sure that you can easily switch to a 3-5-2
Mhm.
or a 3-2-5. When you're playing 4 in midfield, 3 up top, or when you're doing that, you're basically giving yourself the flexibility to defend better.
Yeah, that's how
And
Chelsea
Chelsea
normally do that.
do that.
Chelsea normally play with 3 at the back, and they either go
Chelsea under
3-3 or
Tuchel
3-5.
do that. Chelsea under Tuchel do that. But the problem is when they play this formation, they don't really have a lot going forward. They don't offer a lot going forward. They don't offer a lot of possession. They don't offer a lot of creation. So if you're playing this formation against a Liverpool team that's going to press you like 100% of the time, you're basically saying like we're looking for extra time or penalties. Like you're not going to create a lot of chances here as Chelsea.
Chelsea, in fairness, without their 2 very creative players for a very, very long time in Chilwell and Reece James. And that is why their creativity has dried up a little bit.
That is a fucking free kick. AFCON champion, bro. He earned that free kick. Imagine hates that quote. But yeah.
Nah, bro. One love, man.
You love Africa, bro.
I'm all for the continent. I'm all
Bro.
for the motherland.
Sorry.
Bro, Senegal, one love.
Unironically, I'm not joking. I'm
Ajay.
all for it.
I am.
Colored man, period.
Ajay,
I'm
Majid,
all
do me
for
a favor, will you? Can you commentate on the free kick?
I can, but I'm very distracted right now. I don't
you-
know if
can
you
you-
guys know. There's another
So
final
we've
happening.
got
Can you
Trent.
commentate? Can you commentate on the free kick?
I got this. So we've got Trent, Salah, and Henderson over the free kick. Edouard Mendy lining up his wall. I'd expect Trent would like to have a go from this angle. It seems like his sort of angle towards the far post. However, Liverpool haven't had a lot of shots where Salah is taking a direct hit. So they could mix it up here, but I'm expecting Trent to go for the far post and for him to go direct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Salah!
It's almost as if he channeled his early Chelsea days when he just completely went closer to the corner flag. Thank you for that.
Bro, do you remember his fucking smash in the 2-1 win?
Yeah.
He won the title that year. Bro,
Which year again?
Oh my
Which
god,
year
dude,
again?
this guy is pure quality. I would have preferred Trent to hit that because it was a better angle for Trent. But I understand why you would want Salah to try to put it into the far corner.
Of the pitch, right?
You'd expect every keeper to know that Trent is going to take that and go towards the far corner.
Oh yeah, of the pitch.
I'm sure you said something, but it wasn't in English. It was just retarded.
Great comeback. Fantastic. Really, really good. Why don't you have another drink?
We don't use that word. We don't use that word anymore.
No, we don't use the word retarded. Come on, MJ.
We'll edit him out. Don't worry.
MJ, you're wearing a Blue Jays hat and you don't use the word retarded. You grew up around retarded.
Sorry, that was good. That was a good one.
I grew up around Toronto. I know what retarded looks like and feels like. And so do you. We're gonna pretend like we don't know what retarded means.
Which is why Omar wants to immigrate there.
Omar just wants a sense of self, bro. He just wants a sense of belonging.
Yes, and I've chosen you two for that sense of belonging.
I love the fact that Sadio is dropping so deep. But I feel like the goal is going to come from Jota being subbed on. Corner.
Isn't he injured? I thought he was injured and he's out for like 2-3 weeks.
Jota is apparently out for 3 weeks, but he's been training, so he could come off the bench.
This is some fucking scouser bullshit going on.
Accidental,
Bro, by the way, I'm just joking. We're going to win 2-0.
accidental elbow to the face.
We're about to win 2-0, and Chelsea won't have a fucking shot on goal except one. Don't worry about it.
They've had 3.
It's cool. 2 after now. That's a pen.
Okay, fair enough.
It's off his back.
Yeah, it was off his back. Yeah, you're not getting past Mane there. How the fuck? Bro, come on. He holds him off so fucking legally, bro. What are the refereeing standards in this fucking league? You can slap a ball with your hand and it's not a penalty inside the box, but you do that and it's a fucking free kick. What the fuck are we talking about? He's running with the man. He pushes him off with his body and it's a fucking free kick. Are you fucking kidding me? City, literally yesterday, were owed a penalty with twice the foul that was and got away with nothing. Not even a fucking booking. What are we talking about in this league, bro? This league is a fucking disgrace. This league is a fucking disgrace when you have referees like that playing that fucking game. He's running with the player. He's done nothing wrong.
He got
He's
elbowed.
done nothing wrong.
He got elbowed in the face. It wasn't intentional. Like it wasn't intentional, but it was an elbow.
He
in
was
the face.
wrestling for the ball, dude. It's different.
Not intentional.
Exactly.
Not intentional, but he was elbowed in the face.
Dude, every time Salah goes past a guy, they're pulling his shirt, pulling his hair, pulling his they're chopping him down. We don't get free kicks for that. We don't even get yellows for that, bro. Like, what are we talking about? City make professional fouls like a motherfucker every fucking game without even an attempt at making the ball. Not even an attempt at winning the ball.
Sorry, we've had this conversation before, right? Like about your midfield and hacking.
Bro!
It's part of the game now. Everybody does it. You gotta let that go. You have to let that go. It's tactical fouls.
Omar, you have to let the last 10 years go, yeah? Yesterday, that was a pen for Everton.
Yeah, fine. That's fine. I mean, to be fair,
under anyone that watches football, I'm not talking about professional referees. I'm not talking about people that have fucking camera influence or any of that. If you watch football, that's a pen.
Okay, it was. What am I supposed to do about that? We can rage about VAR all we want, but it's not really a City problem. It's more of a refereeing problem.
No, it is a City problem.
Inconsistent for 2.5 years.
When they are only 6 points ahead with a game in hand, it is a City problem. You're fucking up the title race. You're fucking up everything that people are actually watching the league for. People are watching the league to see who can be the best team, who can be the top 4. Who's going to get relegated. You start making shitty decisions because of your subjectiveness.
Got it as well. It happens. Like, it's not really a City problem. I can quote you so many times when it's just very debatable. 1999, United versus Tottenham, last game of the season. There was a debatable foul in the build-up to Beckham's equalizer.
What year was that?
Yeah, 1999. Hear me out. Jesus.
1999.
Yeah. And
Was VAR a part of football at that point in
I
time?
know what you're saying, and this is kind of the point that I'm also trying to make, that VAR shouldn't be doing this, but this, you're making it to be solely a City problem. It's not just a City problem. It is
Bro,
a
I'm not
problem for
saying it
all
is
of
City
football.
problem. What I'm trying to say is there should be consistency across decisions. If something is a handball in one game on one night, on the
Absolutely.
same night, the same handball should be a penalty.
Absolutely, 100% agree with you. But that's more of referees and their bullshit, and not just the NFL.
Exactly. So this has nothing to do with VAR. It has to do with the referees in the Premier League and the fact that they're of a lower level than other leagues in the fucking in Europe. No Premier League referee. Trent is about to take a corner here. It's 28 minutes in. I'm guessing it's a Van Dijk header.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Salah running inside, cuts it into Mane, outside to Trent. Trent chips it into Henderson. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh, well cut out by Conte.
Kante, man, Kante. Always Kante.
Conte made that play. Liverpool are dominating possession all across Wembley right now. Chelsea have not had anything of the ball, not have a single attempt on goal, nothing. Nothing worth reporting. It's the truth. Anything worth reporting?
Yeah, so Liverpool have had 8 shots, 2 on target. Chelsea have had 4 shots, 1 on target. Liverpool had 65% possession to 35% to Chelsea. So, I mean, a bit more than.
Oh,
No
well
shots.
in. Well in. Dude, Liverpool are winning this game. It's like there's Chelsea have so little control over what's happening in the game. I'd be very surprised if they could nick one here. Like this looks like a Liverpool versus Wolves or Liverpool versus fucking like Bournemouth performance right now. Like Chelsea is not offering anything. Chelsea is not giving me anything to be worried about. That's all I'm saying.
I disagree with that. I think Tuchel's Chelsea plays like this. They take 1-2 chances, they bury them, and they got that early. Oh,
That's you guys have finally got there, huh?
Mane, how did he miss that? That should have been 1-1, like in a real like football game. That should be 1-1.
True.
1-0.
And this is, I
Chelsea
think,
should have scored with their 1 shot on target for now.
these kind of saves though are what energizes this Chelsea team. I've seen them be very out of sorts, and then randomly they'll score. They like, I would in the Champions League final. I didn't think they were that.
MJ, at no point would I say that Chelsea is incapable of winning this game, but I just think that Chelsea need a lot of things. They need a lot of things to work out in the next 60 minutes for them to even stand a chance of getting a clear-cut chance. Whereas Liverpool create chance after chance after chance. Chelsea do not have the attack to win a one-off game. Liverpool have the attack to create a goal out of nowhere. Chelsea do not have that capability right now. They don't.
I have a different read. I think it's the like Chelsea has a chance in a one-off game. In a two-off, in 2 legs, I would say Liverpool's firepower would overburden them. But in a one-off game, you can get a Pulisic, you can get a Conte to randomly score, and like again, when you walked in, they had their golden chance. That like thing, and then Mane right now. It's not like possession-wise, Liverpool's been all over them, but in terms of clear-cut chances, it's been 1-1 right now in my mind.
That's fine. Like
Carl, I
this
see
is
you
the thing. Like watching Liverpool for the last like what 20 years, but whatever. Like under Jurgen Klopp, this Liverpool team is the ultimate suffocation team. This is the team that will create half chances like here or there. But every time you try to play football, you're choked to death. You're choked to death and you're made to feel like you're incapable.
Onside.
Like you
Onside.
don't have the fucking time. Like you don't have the ability. And they just pounce and pounds and pounds and pounds, and it's relentless. Like they just keep coming and coming and coming. And dude, every time we play Chelsea in a big game, we beat them. So I'm fairly confident that these are just signs of better chances that are going to be coming later on in the game. Because Chelsea has not produced anything of actual, like, fucking genuine note, bro. Like, not the kind of chances that we've made.
In the last 15 minutes, statistically, you're right. I wouldn't say again in the last 34 minutes, but
Yeah. Kante with a brilliant tactical foul.
Wasn't even a tackle, dude. He got a foot on a ball from fucking Matip.
there is actually another more important final like happening. Oh, wait.
He's never gonna score that, bro.
And that's literally what I mean. You're saying they're the ultimate suffocation team. Tuchel's team is the ultimate absorption. They really,
Yeah,
I've seen
dude,
them
but
absorb.
MJ, in terms of teams that have been caught offside by opposition defenders, Liverpool topside by double of the second best team in the Premier League. We're really good at catching teams offside, and Havertz is not especially good at being onside. So, like, this Chelsea team doesn't worry me about running in behind. They have no pace, right? Like, they literally need us to colossally fuck up for them to have, like, a great momentum at goal. It's not going to happen this game. Chelsea are going to feed off of our scraps. We're going to dominate. We're going to create the chances. And they're going to try to create something from the ship that we don't succeed off of. 110%. Chelsea have nothing going for them attacking-wise in this game. They've not created anything in the last 35 minutes. Since I've been watching the game, they might have created some chances to begin with. Once Liverpool have settled into the game, Chelsea have been ineffective. They barely had the ball. They barely done anything with the ball when they had the fucking ball. So for me, this final is almost a fucking foregone conclusion.
MJ, what's your take on it?
Salah!
Your take, MJ?
I'm honestly more interested in there's another final happening in Pakistan right now, the Pakistan Super League. Lahore Qalandars are playing Multan Sultans. And
Multan Sultan.
By the way, I
What
just
a
have
name.
to say, I heard about the PSL final earlier today at a brunch, and I have to say it. Multan Sultan, bro. That's
Multan
a
Sultan.
team name. That's a fucking pimp team name. Multan Sultan, bro. I want that tattoos on my testicles, bro. That is a fucking team name. That is like fucking strong. Like Multan Sultan, man. Jo tum kaun ho? Like, that's like, it's fucking ballsy, bro.
So I'm more closely following that final than this one, TBH, to be completely honest with you. And Multan keeps losing wickets, apparently. They're 47 for 3 in 7 overs. They need 134 in 78 balls. Even this one, though, with our current game, again, I think Lukaku's warming up. Who knows with his introduction? Who knows what happens if Jota does?
Bro, Lukaku makes defending way easier for the likes of Matip and Van Dijk because he's not stretching the defense at all. He's just trying to win the first ball. Like, it makes it way easier for them because no one's running in deep. No one's running in behind. It makes it way easier.
I think Chelsea have really lost quite a bit of creativity ever since both Reece James and Chilwell got injured. And I haven't really seen them dominate
Offside!
games. It's on. I haven't seen them dominate games as much as they did at the start of the season. So that really, really affected their entire team. Because I mean, as much as good as Aspilicueta was, he's not the same player.
I mean, he's only like 89 years old, so eventually he was gonna drop off. In like in his fucking like contribution, like he's literally 98 years old, and he's been playing for Chelsea since he was like 81. So like, there's he's gonna drop off, bro. Like,
Yes, thanks you for telling me how age works.
no, I mean, looking at you, clearly you don't know how it functions because like you still think that like you're capable of like wearing like t-shirts and shit, but you should just be wearing like sweaters and like old man's like textures. But
No, I'm not as old as you.
you should be wearing patterns like flowers and stuff like my grandmother. But the thing that you have to figure out about
It says P.
the thing that you have to figure about Chelsea's, like Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea, is that attacking wise, they don't often score more than like 2 or 3. Like, they don't score a lot of goals. They haven't since Tuchel came on, right, Majid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most
and
of their wins are 1-goal wins,
what a big chance.
or like we were winning by 1 goal and then we got an extra.
So
Right, like to seal the
I
deal.
just want to go through so they don't score more than 1 goal. Or win more
I
than
think
1 goal.
most of their wins, if you go through the statistics, and this is my energy, this is my understanding of their season,
Since Tuchel
Chelsea have not won a lot of games by more than 1 goal.
All right, so you
Yeah,
put
but in football, all you
19th
need
of
to do is
September,
win by
Chelsea.
one.
I know. I agree,
19th of
110%.
September,
Like
Spurs, nil, Chelsea.
MJ, I'm not saying that every game as a title contender you need to win by 3 goals, 2 goals. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is when you come across a team that has been convincing all season long,
All right.
there's a difference now. There's a difference in value. There's a difference in performance. There's a lot of things whereby Chelsea at this point are going to try a lot of things to create goals that they're not used to creating, because a lot of the goals that they've gotten against lower teams has been as a result of weak defense or open spaces and things like that. You're
Bro,
not
you
going to
can
get
say
that
that about
against Liverpool.
absolutely any team.
Bro,
Oh,
you're
you
not going to
know?
get that against Liverpool. It's different. You're
So,
not
okay,
understanding
so
what I'm trying
just
to
to
say.
go back to a point that you made that Chelsea don't win by more than 1 goal or they don't score more than 1 goal. 19th of September, Spurs nil, Chelsea 3. 2nd
Omar,
of
I
October.
can tell you 9 games that Liverpool won with more than 3 goals.
No,
this
but I'm
season,
just
bro.
fact checking you, right? Like I'm literally just fact checking
I'm
you.
saying majority of their wins under Tuchel have been closer wins.
No, but I will agree with him. 1 second, Omar. I will agree with him.
I do as well, but I just also really want to point out that Chelsea have kind of dropped off since injuries. That's the point
That's
that
what
I
I'm
want.
fucking saying to you.
You didn't say that once.
I said Chelsea have been shit to begin with, and they're shittier now. So how the fuck can we expect them to actually score enough goals to beat a Liverpool team? Liverpool comfortably score 2-3 a game. Chelsea haven't done that in 6 months.
Since
This final is a foregone conclusion before it started, bro.
Since the 24th of Jan.
That's what I'm saying. Chelsea are not a goal scoring team. Chelsea are a defensive team that knows how to counterattack with certain capabilities against certain teams. Tuchel has lost the majority of the attacking talent in that team because he doesn't know how to manage it. Lukaku is not a focal point for that team.
Out of all the bullshit that you've been saying, which is a lot today, Chelsea have created legitimately the best chances in this game.
He says
And
this
it's
Chelsea
just
created one chance.
insane that they haven't. Oh my God. Oof, that was beautiful football.
Bro, what is the guy talking about?
Wow.
Are you watching the same game? Because like
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Easily.
Chelsea create anything of value.
Of course, because you just can't only see through those Liverpool lens. So
No, are you at 44 minutes? Because I've still not seen Chelsea create anything of actual value.
you're just about to.
Oh, that's a counter attack. Yeah. Now we've got Matt on the ball, slides and Havertz, chip in, nothing. Yeah, that was good. For the 3 seconds that Chelsea played football, it was really good.
I can't. You can't with him today. Like seriously,
No,
like
like the thing is,
it's just
like,
too much shit coming out of the mouth today.
Can I say something, or are you
Yeah,
guys
you
gonna
can, you
interrupt?
can, you
Because, like,
can.
it's all half. It's been like this. Like a young Jose Mourinho would strongly disagree with your whole bullshit about we need to score 30 goals and this and that. Like everything you described about a tight defense, getting your 1-2 chances in.
It's kind of true though, but like, isn't that like Mourinho after Madrid? Really?
I would say with Porto, he won, like that was literally the formula with which he beat United.
Go
As
on,
long as
Matthew.
you score
That's true.
one more goal than United, you're going through. That's
Yes,
all that
Robo.
matters. For all of this like bullshit about the Liverpool dominant 8 shot, 0 shot, the two clear-cut chances were for Chelsea. If they had
For
buried
sure.
those, it would be 2-0. 2-1 if you want to put Mane's chance.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, in that respect, you guys should have been league leaders by now, but you aren't. So, some people finish their chances, some people don't. But if you create enough, you finish enough.
I see where the connection came from, but I mean, he didn't verbalize it. Like, it's there. You just have to be switched on.
Bro, Pulisic has been amazing this game. Like I have to give like full credit. Pulisic has been great. He's been
It's an
fantastic.
excellent half of football.
Bro, like he's not played a half of football for a really long time. Like you got to get credit where it's due. Pulisic just had a fantastic game. And that's very unexpected because you would think he would struggle. He's not played a full half for a really long time. He's been fantastic. Oh my God, Omar's on TV.
For 4, 9 overs.
Omar's on TV.
Really, really good half of football. Very, very exciting.
Imagine, are you seeing the Sky Sports ads? Which ads are you seeing?
I saw it before. Like.
Are you seeing the fucking Panda, the Ferrari?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seeing all the cars that Omar's too fat to sit inside?
Wow.
Wow. Usually I grace whatever screen I come on, as opposed to that.
Oh, the big little boy.
So it is 0-0 at halftime, despite
It's
apocalyptic.
been a very interesting
full
half
time.
because it's been nice to watch and shit to hear.
It's gonna be 2-0 full time for one team or the other, bro. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. It's gonna be for Liverpool based on everything that you've been saying today.
Omar.
Yeah, you can backtrack
Yeah,
now.
he's
You can.
backtracking now for one team.
Right.
Omar,
He's backtracked
we're
the
gonna win
entire
the League
time. He
Cup
made
final,
no sense. He's literally walked into
bro.
every
Bro,
conceivable
bro. Okay,
minefield
let
that there
let
is.
me
He just
let
literally
me.
walked in. It's perfect.
Okay,
It's great. I
let me
can't
make
wait
it
to actually
official.
finish this
Let
up
me
tomorrow.
make it official for your non-English understanding dumb cunt ears. Liverpool is gonna win the fucking League Cup
Oh,
final
can you speak to
tonight.
me in
Tonight.
non-English, please?
Tonight.
Like seriously, it says
Tonight.
non-English.
Tonight. Tonight. 45 minutes.
It's just great.
45 minutes. You'll be saying, "Oh, I guess Gaurav was right. Oh, Liverpool win another trophy. Oh, it's kind of shit. What happens to Chelsea now?
I
Let's
did
talk
not
about
know I
something
had
else
a
that is not Liverpool related." That's
But
gonna
when
be
did
what
I
you
get
sound.
an Indian accent?
That's what you sound like right now. So I'm just saying you're gonna sound more depressing, more lower, and more Indian when we get there. It's the thing.
I don't.
If we're
I
doing it,
I want to, but at the same time, it's like, why should I? It's gotta
Show
flow.
me your best Indian accent, bro. Let's go.
I don't want to. I really don't
You
want to.
afraid? You afraid of being racist?
No, it's. I know it's not gonna be as good as yours, maybe.
He's afraid, bro. He's afraid. He's afraid.
Yeah.
He's afraid.
That's what it is. MJ, what's your take on halftime?
I don't know. I feel it's been a very I get what you're saying about Liverpool. They've been very impressive. They have played very fluid football once they got into it. They passed beautifully. Salah was Salah's. Mane was really very crisp. But though it's been a 0-0. I would say it's a 2-1 half. It's a 1-1 half. Chelsea should have scored and Mane should have scored on this. 0-0 is pretty fair reflection of what's been going on so far.
It's been a really good half. Liverpool have just dominated possession, and they have been relentless. But Chelsea, I feel, genuinely have had the better chances. Liverpool have had a couple of really good ones. Mane had a header where he completely miscued his header, and it was a good chance. He should have at least got it on target, because if he had put it in the corner, he would have definitely scored. And it was good enough that he should have put it in the corner, the delivery. Mane had another chance which Mendy saved from a follow-up from, I believe, from Salah, an initial shot. And that was a huge chance. That should have gone in. But Chelsea have had a couple of chances as well, where one with Havertz right at the start of the game where he should have scored, and the other one was the one that just happened. And I can't even remember it now. But it was. I just feel that the chances that Chelsea have been more clear-cut.
Which for me is very too I've seen this kind of thing with his Chelsea before. They play very disjointed and but they just need that 3 passes, and they as long as it goes past across the line, once it's a goal, right? And I don't know. Same with
That was it, yeah.
in the Champions League final, I felt they were very disjointed, but they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, with
They
Havertz.
weren't
Yeah.
a smooth playing football team. They're not Liverpool. They're not fun to watch. They really hardly ever have been, historically at least. I don't know. They've always been very nose to the grind, tough guys kind of thing.
I can't remember ever really enjoying Chelsea play football, even though there were so many seasons when they were easily the best side.
Yeah, even with your Balak, Lampard, Sen, John Obi was there. Even at that point, it was never. That's what I meant by the Mourinho comment. Was even when he had all of this a budget. He had an unlimited budget. They still were very pragmatic in their winning. After scoring one or two, then they would maybe open up. But that initial, until they scored one, they were very tight. They were just passing the ball around, seeing what's open. They weren't moving forward, marching forward, Arsenal style, United style. We've seen great, beautiful teams of the past from the other sides.
I have a point to make though, that I think that Mourinho kind of
No, tell me,
changed
tell
his
me, tell
ways
me.
after do you remember that early Chelsea side when he first came on board after when a year after Abramovich came in, and he came on board just after the Porto Champions League win.
Like, is it before Ashley Cole?
Ashley Cole, when did he veer off the road? I can't remember. After getting that 60,000 a week, 55,000 a week contract offer, I can't remember. I can't remember exactly when Cole made the switch, but in that first season for Mourinho, Chelsea were a really good attacking side. They had Robin and Duff on the wings, and they were electric.
Mm.
They were electric, and they would win 4-0. And at some point, and it had to be because of Barcelona. I think after he went to Inter, and he beat Barcelona in their own backyard purely defensively, that kind of was a shift for him. So I think we remember Mourinho's second stint, his time in Madrid, his time as Inter. But his first Chelsea team, yeah, fine. They could be defensive if they wanted to, but his Porto side, yeah, fine. The United, everyone remembers the United game, but they played really good football throughout the tournament as well.
By the way, very randomly, how are we all feeling about the new Batman movie?
I can't wait to watch it. I don't know much about it other than the fact that I read somewhere that it's going to be a detective type film.
Is Gaurav there? His camera's off on my thing.
I don't know.
Like,
I heard him in the background.
I'm trying to do something illegal without legal coverage.
of course he is.
That cool?
I don't know. I think it's time. Yeah. So with this Batman movie, I think it's time to go back to campy Batman. I think we've done the whole like R-rated serious. Hey, what's my name? I'm Batman. Like, I think it's time to like James Gunn Batman once again. Like, let's have some fun with it because like I think we've veered into too serious. Like, this Batman movie should have been released right after Christopher Nolan's Batmans. Like, I feel like that Zack Snyder in the middle is kind of weird. I'm just mentioning
like-
Batman because the ads are on. Like, the ad was
I
on
feel
for
like-
the movie.
I feel like you want crime fighter detective Batman. You want classic Batman.
Because we've had this ultra serious Batman now, and like we have just the comic genre in movies and TV shows has become so serious of late that maybe it's a time to take a step back, but in a right way, not in that like Batman and Robin way, not like pure camp, but we do need to have some fun with it. I think DC, they don't have fun. Again, they don't have fun with their movies, at least. They put a lot of pressure on their movies.
They kind of DC got fucked over by their.
Did any of you guys watch Justified?
No, I've been meaning to. Oliphant?
Yeah, Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
They did 6 brilliant seasons, and it's just a dialogue show. I mean, seriously, like they've got good supporting characters, but they're never fleshed out. It's the two main characters, Oliphant and Walter Goggins,
Yeah, Walton Goggins, bro.
who just make that show. Goggins, like, and now I just read in some news that Tarantino is in line to direct Oliphant's Return. To Justified City Primeval, a limited series, which I am kind of excited for because Justified is just the dialogue is amazing.
So
It's truly incredible.
Look, I'll be really honest about TV series. There's a couple that fucking captivate you for the rest of your life, and they kind of set the standard. Sopranos is up there. When you're talking about comedy, for me, South Park is right up there. And then you have shows like The Wire that change the way that like you think about fucking crime, life, politics, and the Western democracy in general, right? And then you go through like other shows like Billionaires or like any of the other shows that you're watching right now. Like anything right now is kind of like a cheap version of what we've been watching for years. Like MJ, I know you watch Rome
Yeah,
on HBO.
Yeah.
yeah.
How much is that show better than whatever the fuck